So after they have given us an extra half hour of show and they put the mascot in the main event to run off the viewers, and they've gone into an overrun, so Impractical Joker's now number is in jeopardy. Pac goes after Darby over by the announce desk, and Darby, the announcers never even got to call it because it looked like he sprayed what would be pepper spray or mace or something in Pac's face. And the announcers started to cough and like, but they didn't have time to even tell you, oh my God, he's used mace on the guy. Here comes Wheeler Useless, and he gets thrown over the desk, and Darby pulls out a taser. A taser, and he's crackling, crackle. And he's threatening Garcia and Claudio. And with the taser, after he's used the mace, I mean, what kind of army surplus store is he shopping in? Moxley gets out there and joins the party with Marina Shafir, and Darby runs away out to the back with the heels following him. And as they start to come up on him, they get a shot of Darby. He's got a Molotov cocktail. He's dropped the mace. He's foregone the taser, and he's gone straight to a Molotov cocktail. For the young folks out in the audience, that means he has a glass bottle or container filled with a flammable liquid with a piece of cloth or other type of wick sticking out of the neck of the bottle that he's about to light with a lighter that he will then throw at the Boozer and the Boar Horsemen and set them on fire. But security tackles him before he can light it. And I swear to this, we were foiled. We were that close.
I almost got to see the Death Riders burn to death, those goddamn security guards.
Well, but now we don't really know that it will hurt because he flamethrowered Moxley the other week, and Moxley was back out several days later on TV, wasn't even limping or with a Band-Aid. But 20 security people and referees come into the middle of this thing, but all of them go to block off the heels and kick them all out and scream at them while one security guy is on top of Darby, holding him immobile on the ground, the baby face. No wonder he needs the goddamn Molotov cocktail and a taser and a fucking mace. Because one security guy has him down on the ground stretching him.
That's why Jack Perry needed that knife.
That's the way the show
guys at AEW need any weapon they can get, and Tony seems to allow it.
And boy, they know where to shop. Can we cover this program as anything other than a parody at this point? Isn't it just now? It's just a parody. A bunch of guys who were frustrated because they were too young to get on the original Jackass. And now they're just playing wrestling. Molotov cocktails and they wonder why the announcers, that nobody believes the announcers, and everybody says the announcers are the shits and the announcers can't sell anything because they have to talk about this shit like it's really fucking happening, and they sound like morons. And of course that's Mother Nature's plan when we're talking about Sockface. But
yeah, if he had done it too, if he had thrown it at Mox, they were still like near the fans. It would have lit the fans on fire. It would have gone into the stands and lit the whole building on fire. Darby would have killed the audience to get to Jon Moxley.
And instead of just the ratings to get to Jon Moxley. But it's just ludicrous at this point. And, you know, the roster is dropping from injuries because they can't stop trying to top everything everybody else has ever done. The more risks you take, the more times it backfires. The segments run into each other and they're so incomprehensible now. They break a table, they break 5 tables. The excess and the just cloudy booking where nothing makes sense by the time you come to the end of something because so many people have joined in. And the lack of any coherent focus on getting any talent over. I think we need to cover it as they're trying to be a shit show. And this is an intentional parody.
I mean, how far are they going to go with this Darby stuff, too? Like, I saw someone raise the argument, it may have been the Cult of Cornette Facebook group, like, if I was a kid, I would have thought it was cool that some guy came out with a flamethrower. It's like, all right, well, there aren't too many kids watching the fucking show. You would start with that. And secondly, again, it's wrestling. I mean, yeah, if I was a kid, I would have popped if someone drove a Jeep right through the middle of the ring while a match was happening. There's no logic or reason to it. The fact that Darby, in the span of like 2 weeks, had a flamethrower, handcuffs,
mace,
a taser,
cocktail,
and a Molotov cocktail. He got tackled. By the way, signed the security guard. That guy gave Darby a fucking spear. Darby went down. But yeah, this isn't very good. And, what are you supposed to do? They already did the coffin match. This is all this shit is the build to the I quit match. It's causing the fans to quit. And they do it at the end of the show so the fans don't even see it. They know, they see the ratings. No one's staying around till the end to see Orange Pockets, I was about to call them. Orange Pockets versus Pac. And they buried this angle there where it'll mean the least.
But if they'd have just had some kind of finish where Pac could have picked pockets. Maybe he just picks pockets.
Well, that was AEW Dynamite. It feels like they're picking our pocket, a pickpocket edition.
You know what I'd like to pick for them, don't you, Brian?
No.
Another line of work. I would love for the people in AEW to get in any other line of work except someone or one that I have given blood, sweat, and tears to, and hate to see have the boots put to it. I think they need to figure out, should they sell munitions, perhaps? Should Darby Allin start an online business where he can market munitions and weapons to all the war-ravaged countries around the world? He can sell a boxed Molotov cocktails. Maybe a box of 8 could be cheaper than just one. Whatever. I'm spitballing here.
Well, for this specific example, knowing where I think you're going, I don't know if we should suggest that idea, but maybe Darby can get into some other business like creating stuffed animals for children or something that isn't dangerous in any way where we don't have to worry about any restrictions on that business. And he needs a helping hand, that is, for his business. And
he needs a hand. He needs a hand to help.
Don't we all? And of course, ladies and gentlemen, our friends at Shopify.
Shopify is where we're going with that because Shopify could help Darby Allin. And I agree with you. Shopify could take Darby Allin's incoherent ravings and rantings of a madman, and they could put them into a coherent business plan that could be successful for all parties. Now, let's say Darby Allin decided, like you mentioned, that he wanted to make cute stuffed animals for children. And you find out when you get them, and you make money with them that way, and then you find out when you get them that for the adults, you can tear the head off the stuffed animal or bunny rabbit or whatever, and there's a wick, and it contains flammable material, and you can turn that son of a bitch into a Molotov cocktail.
Let's not do that. We don't want to. Okay.
See, we want to make money for the children and the adults, and the children need the stuffed bunnies, and the adults need the Molotov cocktail.
The adults don't need Molotov. The adults don't need Molotov cocktails. And ladies and gentlemen,
this is the United States of America. We are allowed to possess any weapons that we want, from weapons grade uranium to all sorts of hand grenades and heat-seeking missiles.
Again, well, hold on. Oh, you hear that? That's dramatic. That means we need to get back on.
That's dramatic. Well, Shopify can help you folks get started with your own business and commercial property idea, because Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world. 10% of all e-commerce in the United States. Household names you would recognize like Mattel and Garbage. That's a household name. All the way down to brands just getting started like Darby's Munitions. From your design studio, content creation, marketing team, a commerce expert, social media campaign, Shopify can do it all for you, and they can make you money in the process. And all you have to do to turn your big business idea into cha-ching reality is get Shopify on your side. Sign up right now for your $1 a month trial period and start selling today at shopify.com/JCE. $1 a month trial period. It's a feeling out process. You're going to feel them out. They're going to feel you up for only $1. Hey, you're the cheapest date out there. And then if you like each other and you want to get together and make Molotov cocktail history,
not that.
Shopify.com/JCE.
Again, for safe, non-flammable business products, and of course, a fiery team behind you, Shopify. Oh, big drama, Shopify.com/JCE.